The cold is well and truly settling in. May stretches her limbs out. She's not going to be able to stay in town tonight, not with the dwindling power the batteries in her suit offer. She will need the heat trapped deep underground. The caverns is where she shall rest. But to have a chance at a comfortable rest, a mattress will be acquired first of all. And so with that, it's time to get underway. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Aftershock, where the aftershocks of the last episode are still with us in the form of freezing cold and, well, now also extreme heat, which is, I think, trying to counteract the freezing cold we were experiencing before. So, before we leave this place, we are going to want to try and get our hands on a mattress of some kind. I don't want to take apart any of the auto docks right now, so we're just going to be going up to these beds here. Let's just shift that off there for now. We're not really freezing. We'll be okay. Now, we are going to need a little bit of light. So, smartphone, we'll use you. And can we deconstruct? Indeed, we can. Simple furniture. We'll attempt that first of all, and yay, that does indeed give us a mattress. Okay, so we're just going to start to haul that until we get to our wheelbarrow back downstairs. Oh boy, I promise we're not actually freezing. We'll just have to use the manager to turn that off. Now back downstairs, let's see if we can kind of move this through here, okay? And it seems like we can. We don't want all the scrap metal for now, but we do want the mattress. And is it going to fit? No, no it is not. It has a volume of 300. So what we can do in that instance then is sheath our knife first of all and just hope that we're going to be able to wield it. We can, we can, and it's not that heavy. I mean, it's 20 kgs, so that's a lie. It is heavy. We are considerably overweight at the moment. Not great. We don't necessarily need to have the wheelbarrow with us, so I think for now we are going to keep the wheelbarrow in here. We are remembering the location of where it is. We're not going to carry anything in the wheelbarrow from the sinkhole, so I think we do leave it here, safe and sound for now, as our temperature will start to level out. Gosh, the constant frostbite cannot be good for me. We know that this path here has been relatively safe for the most part, so we're going to start to try and make our way back on over towards the cavern. We are going to be getting relatively out of breath along the way, so we're just going to have to stop, drop the mattress, kind of try and get a little bit of our breath back. I don't know if I want to wait until we've entirely got our breath back. It's a ways to go. I guess we could also just try and move like this. It does take a while to just drag it along the snow, but maybe it's going to be faster. We're not using as much stamina. I'm certainly still using some of it. Okay, and we've made it back here just as midnight is arriving. And how's that temperature? Oh, it's high. So we can actually turn off our suit now. Turn that one off first of all, and then the cryo mask. And we are looking pretty damn comfortable. Okay, so we don't actually have to go too far into this place here. The temperature just in general does seem to be a lot better. I'd feel more comfortable if we had a blanket or something else like that, but I think we're just going to have to trust that we are going to be okay down here. We'll wait a while, we'll catch our breath. Yeah, it's 6 degrees C in here, just like anywhere we go, so that's good. We're doing all right, mate. So, we need to rest, we most certainly do. But I think before we do that, I wouldn't mind trying to just sort through some of the things that we have, because we've got a lot of stuff right now, and it's kind of all over the place. We're not carrying any books on us, so we don't have to worry so much about that. Something that I think we should look at doing is going to where there is hot air, so like the vents, these things over here specifically. If we turn on our light, any liquid that we have, if we leave it by there, we should be looking pretty good. Also, the springs that are in here, we do have some water purification tablets, so we can get water that way as well. So this is all hot air. I think we'd be fine to just leave our fluids there. So there is some clean water, some regular water, okay, and more water there as well. We'll drop that all off for now, because if we can get it clean, or rather even just heat it up, then we can put the rest of the regular water in the thermos and then look at using the purification tablets then. That's one thing done, May. Let's turn off that flashlight again. So I think just trying to get a good sleep now is going to be our next step. So we are going to take a sleeping pill to hopefully get us into the mood for that. We are very thirsty. That is unfortunate. And I do just want to check one last time just to see how everything is looking. Okay. So we need to do some more disinfectant on that left arm, but everything else is looking good and the bandaging is good as well. So we have a decent chance to have those frostbitten limbs start to mend themselves overnight. We're as comfortable as can be, May. Morale is average right now. Not the safest or most comfortable place to sleep, but we're going to give it a shot. No alarms. It is now 2 a.m. and no sleep yet. But she is recovering. And now we've heard footsteps. We'll stop trying to fall asleep. We'll see if we can figure out what those steps were. Can we hear anything now? We are going to want daylight before we really try and do anything else. We are feeling tired now. Let's maybe just sleep with the knife out, huh? A little bit more comfort for you, May. And this gives us a chance to just make sure that everything is still bandaged good. This has gone down to average. We want to make sure that that is going to be good though. Our right arm, our left leg, they are okay, but we need to do some more disinfecting before we go to sleep. All right, May, back to it. And hey, at 4 a.m. in the morning, and it's not from any of our devices being turned on. The sun rises early here, it seems, in spring. I think we probably still want to try and rest, just with how damaged everything is. Temperature is still looking totally fine in here. It's this constant 6 degrees, which is just very nice. Very welcoming. We are actually going to set an alarm just in case we do fall asleep here. Let's just say wake up in 6 hours. I'm sorry, what? Anchor boatman. Okay. Yes, stop trying to fall asleep. And where did you come from? Okay, so first things first. Some liquid leaked out and onto the ground. Water. Apparently we had water in our Herc rig. Frozen water. I guess we were actually holding onto ice. We're dehydrated now, and there is an anchor boatman here. The anchor boatman, born on the frozen wind like a predatory dandelion seed, subtly inclines its rigid parachutes as it drifts towards its prey, its clawed tentacles undulating and flicking as they taste the air for signs of life. Soft things that get too close are hooked, bled out, and dragged behind it for months as it extracts every bit of nutrition it can. Scavengers that try to take its prey often join them. Woo boy, that doesn't sound like fun at all. We are going to start to try and run away from this thing, and we're being grabbed, we've been pulled in. That's not good. We try to strike out towards it, and we do actually manage to puncture it. Okay, let's hope that this thing doesn't heal like everything else on this freaking planet. Well, at least the wildlife doesn't seem to just yet, but this, oh boy. It's bleeding, it's grabbing us. We've gotten a few quick strikes here, but it is also damaging our head. At the same time, a deep wound on our torso. This thing is dangerous. It was actually the filth from our backpack that infected us there. Well, I feel like all the good work of us resting has been undone, but we are not done yet. We are still fighting, and this thing is nearly dead. May, hang in there. Where's that mattress? It's still there. It's still there. And May is still alive. What the heck? Okay, let's just stay here for a moment. We need to try and deal with all these bleeding wounds right now. So, looking into here, we do have some hemostatic powder. We're going to try and keep that. We are going to use some antiseptic, though, immediately on our not looking good torso. It is looking better now. Let's go get that bandaged up properly. We're going to do the same thing to our head. And for the others, you know what? We've got enough right now that I think we want to try and put gauze on everything. We can always try and get some more. I just want to make sure that it's going to look like we've done a proper job here. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that was a rude awakening. And it wasn't even an awakening because we haven't been able to sleep yet. Man. Okay. Well, the fact that stuff in our backpack melted means that the drinks that we left up there are probably good to go. So we have that going for us at least. Let's go put the bayonet back away for now. Damn, that was a lot. Okay, clean, hot water. Wonderful. We're going to take all of that for now. Thank you. Let's get back over here. Maybe get away from the thing that has dust being emitted from it. Drink the water first of all so that we're not dehydrated, and then let's try and see if we can insert water into the thermos. Not enough space, unfortunately, so it looks like that's going to be the max that we can get in there, the 4 units of it. Okay, so let's go and activate one of those water purification tablets, and we'll put it in the thermos. More clean water for us. Wonderful. We are going to have to do something about our calories today. We're just going to take this water and put it into the thermos now. There we go. Pour that on in there, that hot water, and hopefully it will stay hot because it's a thermos. Okay, the distracting pain, we're going to take a codeine to help deal with that. And, well, there's another creature out here, another kind of creature. And it seems to be able to survive on the surface if its description is anything to go off of. We have our mattress down here, so we've got that. We have the water that's just to the north of here. Okay, that's good. And our wheelbarrow all the way over there. So we aren't in great condition, but I also think that we are going to still want to try and do something with our day, even if we are tired. We're just going to have to push through. So let's go get our tactical laser rifle out first of all. Man, that rucksack is pretty beaten up right now. That is unfortunate. Another thing that I think we're going to try and do is unload our cargo pants just so that we can put more things into our rucksack. Yeah, so that way when we drop this off, we're going to be less encumbered just in general. Right now we are totally overweight, so let's see if we can lessen that at least a little. So if we sort by weight, okay, the welding tanks, I suppose no surprise there. We aren't going to be holding on to those long term. I'm just trying to decide if we want to hold on to things like the matrix channeling array. I think we'll just leave that here for now. And the same probably goes for all of those crystals and things like that we picked up, the crystalline dust. Right now, we're focusing primarily on bionics before these other strange things that we just do not understand as of yet. So we'll leave those down here. They'll be safe. Nothing's going to happen to them, to the best of our knowledge. So we are still going to be over our weight right now. Oh yeah, and before we go up, let's turn everything back on, eh? Yeah, there we go. That will help with the cold on the surface. It is minus 48 degrees C right now. We are looking good in terms of our warmth. We should be able to navigate across the surface without too much trouble. We are going to be turning on safe mode and advancing towards the town. And where are we going to go to? Well, I would love to go to another augmentation clinic up and in that direction there. I think we'll want to try and go and get our wheelbarrow first, and we'll have to try and deal with any enemies that are around there still. Ideally, we can just navigate around them, so I'm going to try and go along kind of the same path that we went before. See when we get there. Okay, I think I can get in here without us being noticed too much. I do want to be cautious when we get around here. We can hear someone saying hostile detected, but I think it's from all the way over here. So that's good. It is. Right, and there was nothing around the corner. Good, 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 good. Okay, alright. The temperature dropped yet another degree while we were out and about, but now we can start to offload some of the heavier things that we don't necessarily need to have in our inventory. Welding tanks, you are going, along with the welder for the moment. And this bullwhip as well. I don't know if we are likely to use it, but we'll keep it in there for now. Long rope, you're going. The mess kit, because we can't really use it for much right now. And I suppose these modifiers for our weapons, because we can't install them until we get to have a little bit more know-how. We also probably don't need all of the power cartridges on us, but if we get separated, I think it's going to be worth us having them. So already that's helped our weight by a lot and the maximum amount of literage that we can carry as well. So then, we are going to grab a hold of this thing. Grab a hold of it, yep. And we're going to start to move on, stepping out cautiously because of all of the hostile detected we're hearing. We're going to want to try and move maybe more towards the north. Okay, we've seen a bloodhound drone to the west. I think that's the same one that we were seeing during the night. And we're going to be turning safe mode back on pretty much all the time as we're making our way through here. And I am going to be occasionally checking, making sure that temperature is still good and that our batteries are looking okay in our suits. We do have backups, but there's not a lot of charge in them. We're going to try and stay a little bit further north towards the ravine here. Not that that gives us much of an escape plan, but it's a little bit further away from the town, so I'm good with that. I mean, really, I would prefer to see scavengers right now than the alternative, which is robots. Because robots, we do struggle to deal with a little bit more. Let's see if we can't get through any of these. Can we pry them? I don't just want to go and break them. Ah, there we go. We can get into there. Right. It's probably still worth us having a quick look in the various different rooms here, just to see if there's something that I'm like, yeah, definitely. We want that. We might still take the glove liners because they're going to be pretty lightweight, and weirdly we have still been getting kind of cold hands still. Oh, and some of you did mention something that I forgot. May is actually pretty good when it comes to lockpicking. She has proficiency. She knows how to pick locks just fine. We just need to make sure that she has lockpicks available to her. So do we have any on the go right now? We should just try and grab a few more of these hairpins so that we can make the rudimentary picks, and we might even want to do that before we try and leave here. Oh, AR glasses. A pair of compact, augmented reality glasses with some basic functionality. There is a camera on the rim and it has an alarm clock feature. Not bad. I wouldn't mind us holding onto them or even wearing them if it's not going to impact our sight too much. Let's just have a look at our eyes and seeing how encumbered they are. Okay, we've got the ballistic glasses on as well, which are 5 encumbrance. We've got 7 from the cryo mask. We'll take the ballistic glasses off for now. Yeah, keep the AR ones on for the time being. And actually, let's just have a look and see what we can do with that at the moment. Take a photo. Okay, cool. That might actually be useful for us trying to study our enemies over time. Definitely worth us checking out the bathrooms to try and see if we can find... Oh, actually, there was antiseptic there. We will take that. Wonderful. And we're also going to look at taking any bandages when we find them because we're going through them rather quick. Ah, yes, bandage. Wonderful. Locked door here. We'll crack that open. And nothing. All right. Continuing on, let's see if we can find a actual fitting mask. Well, there we go. That's what we're after. Okay, so we need to do a little bit of a transfer here. So let us unload. This is going to be a little dodgy. Oh no, it's the cryo suit that's poor fitting. I see. Well, let's get rid of that one then. We had a suit here. Yeah, that fits just fine. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be more than a little tricky. Unload it. We're going to take it off. We are going to get a bit cold here. We're going to put the new one on. Look at that encumbrance difference. That's so much better. And then we are going to go and very quickly reload it. And let's go for the 52. There we are. Okay. Activated. Wonderful. And just checking the layers here, the Union suit and the belly band holster are considered to be on the same layer at the moment. Okay, can we lose the Union suit now? I want to see if it's going to be possible. Temperature-wise, we're okay. We will double-check that when we get outside. We're not wet or anything else like that now, so it'll give us a good idea of what we can get away with, temperature-wise. Okay, nothing else that I want down there. Let's check the kitchen. More organic sludge, which, yep, that meat intolerance, it's getting us. Oh, food cubes. Okay, and we've also got sea wafers, and also astronaut MREs. There's a ratatouille entree there that we may very well be able to eat if we use a heat pack. We are going to want to try and pack on some calories now. So let's go for a food cube. It is going to make us a little thirsty. We're going to go for the wafers as well. And then we'll use one of those heat packs and we will heat up ratatouille entree, right? Not spiced chops or anything else like that because we're not going to be able to eat it. Yep, there we go. Knock that back. We're actually considered hydrated at the moment. That's still not a lot in the way of calories, is it? No, it really isn't, mate. But hey, homes, a good source of potential food. Yeah, and I suppose we should also just see what else we have here. Lots of sludge. Lots and lots of sludge. The hot sauce and the artificial sweetener, even the mustard, we can't eat those things. It's just going to make us upset because, eating a load of mustard isn't exactly anyone's idea of fun. And believe me, I love mustard. But, maybe in a little bit more moderation. Let's go get on out of here if we can, clambering out that habitat window. We are going to be moving on. We have some more formless runes, but then we have what we're looking for, the augmentation clinic. Let's grab a hold of this, continue moving. Safe mode is on at the moment, and temperature is looking okay, even though we don't have the union suit on underneath. Yeah, we're fine. We are fine. Okay, so we might want to try and go up through the botanic lab here, or the aquacultural farm, that's what I'm looking for. Astrobiology labs, quite a few of them, and they were quite good sources for batteries, so we might want to have a look at that down the line. These are going to be locked, right? No, but these are? Yeah. Oh, it's locked, but we could try and pick them. Yeah, you know what? We are going to make our picks now if we can. So let's just go pick. Rudimentary pick. It's going to take 6 minutes for us to put that together. Can we batch them? No. So I guess we're just going to have to use this one for now. We'll put down our laser rifle. We hear a mechanical whirring. It's fine. Forget about it. Also, that was through here. Whirring. Yeah. Okay. The light is gone. That's all right. Let's just take out our bayonet and put the lockpick away. I'm just going to try and see if we can pick through this here. Okay, come on, eh? We damage our tool. And I am afraid that we're going to kind of tear through our power relatively quickly. Let's give this one more shot here. Oh yeah, it's taken a long time to do any kind of attempt. Is light going to make this any better? One more try. I guess it's also a rudimentary pick, so it's not as useful as an improvised one. Okay, fine. This is fine. Let's just keep on moving. Right, we've seen a broken cyborg to the west, and it has seen us. How wonderful. Okay, alright, we are going to be releasing this for now. We're going to be heading down here, and we're going to be dropping our pack on the ground. We're going to get ready to fight this thing. Our torso is still quite encumbered, but it's not as encumbered. Okay, it's making its way on over. You can do this, May. You can do this. Okay, as it steps in, right, we managed to pierce it with a critical. Quickly stabbing at it again. We're just going to keep on striking until this thing is dead. And there we are. Let's smash its remains, drag it out the way, and just see if it had anything. No, we could try and butcher it. It would give us a better understanding of cyborgs, but will we be able to do it? It looks like maybe. For us to dissect the corpse, it would take us 52 minutes for us to do it. That's a considerable amount of batteries that we would be sacrificing to this process, for us to actually stay warm. I might want to put in a new battery first. We are going to reload that with the 134 battery, and then we are going to get to work. Yes, dissect it. So, we carefully record the creature's vulnerabilities, we finish dissecting the corpse, and we get a power storage CBM out of that, albeit a filthy one. So, having a look into here and our proficiencies, we should have started getting a little bit more cyborg anatomy. It's not a massive amount. We're also learning the principles of biology as well. So, bit by bit, we will be learning more and more by using our scalpel. Yeah, grab that thing. Right. Vents. Let's look at getting in here. And let's actually just drop our backpack into, there we go, straight into the wheelbarrow. And let's crack this thing open. There's the skitterbot. Let's strike it down. As it tries to take us, we take it. Right, let's continue smashing through. And we're just going to be peeking, just because I am afraid that there could be some pretty bad things in here. I want to see what the sound is. It is probably a cyborg. This is a dream. This has to be a dream. Okay, and down here we've got mechanical whirring. Okay, so we've seen bad things in that space before, so we're probably not going to worry about them for now. We are in the aquacultural farm. We're less interested in this. Although there can be some good equipment in this space, I think it's going to be worth us fighting a cyborg. Let's release the wheelbarrow. We might actually be able to get it to kind of try and fall onto this. If we run back and then we start striking at it. Okay, come on. Let's take this thing out if we can. And there we go. A prototype cyborg destroyed. We can try and do a similar thing with this body to what we did to the last, but because they are that much more human, I think we would struggle to do so. Still 52 minutes. Okay, possible for us to give it a try. Let's just clear this place out first, make sure that we're going to be good, and check the batteries. The batteries are okay. Nothing in those at all. What about up here? Okay, right, yeah, we can't get into that space. That's fine. Back here, a briefcase with nothing in it. We are more interested in what's going on upstairs, and more stairs here for us to have a look at. Okay, and yeah, lots of foul-smelling stuff. Will we sacrifice the time? I think in this instance, yes, we will, yet again. And we're done. We have also salvaged arms alloy plating and a power storage CBM from that. You search for any salvageable hardware in what's left of this failed experiment. So let's move the alloy armed plating into there. The power storage one we're not going to worry about. There were 2 in there though. Okay, we'll leave the bodies behind. And checking cyborg anatomy, it is now at 3%. So it is most certainly slow going, but we are getting there. Yeah. All right, let's close that door behind us. Are we going to be able to drag this upstairs, I wonder? No. Damn. Yeah, it's only ramps that we're going to be able to take things up and down. Okay, that's a small problem, but it's not the end of the world. We could try and see if we can actually just get into where we want to go. Let's make our way back outside. We are going to have to, no matter what, go up some stairs. Let's turn on safe mode here. Just peek around there. Okay. If we can get the wheelbarrow a little bit closer, I'd be happy with that. So we're probably just going to leave that there for now. We'll clear the place out and then we'll come back, see what we need. Okay, so we're heading over here, checking out this waiting room. What is that? See more buy local pamphlet, active pamphlet, and pet pamphlet. Okay, can we activate those? Yeah, we can. Buy local pamphlet. We add roads, markets, butchers, bakers, craft shops to your. I don't think that there's many of those left. The active pamphlet. And then finally we will add, oh, there we go, the pet pamphlet. And then let's get those dropped and see if that's done anything for us. Oh, it did. We actually have sight of the entire area now. And that might be in part due to our binoculars more than anything. But we have more road. Okay, we can see where it leads. So that kind of goes off to nothing, it seems. It looks like there's another town down here. And there is a really interesting looking road structure over here. That seems significant, right? We also have just a tiny bit of road all the way over here to the northeast. Yeah, and just zooming much further out, we can see where we started, up there by Marshfield. So, man, we walked a long way following that ravine. Seymour, well, I thought it was the only town around here, but there is another just to the northeast. That's good to know. For now, let's continue on. Actually, check that. Caffeinated chewing gum. We will take it, and we'll actually have some of that now, or not. It's completely frozen, so we can't. That's fine. That's totally fine. And of course, in here, we're going to find a lot of painkillers. That's a massive amount of tramadol. Okay. We're never going to need more. Wow. Yeah. Okay, and that's the room that we are indeed looking for. So, are we going to go straight for it? I think before we do, let's go and pry open the door here. And let's just have a peek downstairs and see what we got going on here. All right, it's a plastic apron and a disconnected autoclave. Very good. Also, the bandage is nice as well. Let's just peek. I am concerned about running into security down here. We're going to take those bandages, and I don't think we're going to be able to take the autoclave, but I'm just going to make a note here that just says autoclave, because that's what we use to clean CBMs. You do need to have it hooked up to something, though, so we need to build a vehicle that could kind of power it and whatnot. Just going to keep on kind of trying to peek through some of these areas. We'll check this space out. Evening gowns, even more tramadol. There's a lot of whips around. We've found quite a few whips. Oh, is that a sewing kit? It is. Well, hot frickin' damn. We will take that. Excellent. Wonderful. That is a really nice find for us. Okay, and anything else back here? This is probably a bionic, yep, a bionic maintenance toolkit. Disassemble simple bionics, okay, neat, good to know. But for now, let's head back out, and I guess we could go out that way if we really wanted to. Let's just kind of keep the area sealed up if we can, for the moment. We'll go and grab our welding tools and we'll crack that thing open. So we will have to wear our rucksack, grab the torch, and we'll probably need to grab another welding tank. Just the one for now. Ignore the wearing, it's fine, I'm sure. Let's make our way on over there. All right, activate the torch. And it should be just enough. Ran out of charges. Let's just, reload it. Give it another shot. There we go. We got ourselves an in. Okay, so what do we have? More medication here, but we have power storage. Okay, so it seems like there's only going to be power storage by these ones here. There is some morphine which we will take, and we still have a chance with these safes, I think. So we will use the acetylene torch to try and crack them open, and oh boy, diamond corneas and repair nanobots CBM. Yeah, we'll take both of those. Thank you. Jackpot. And in here, what do we got? Arms alloy plating CBM. So it's the clean version of the filthy one that we found just before. Hell yes. Okay, so let's have a look at those first of all and kind of decide what order we want to try and go in. Obviously, arm plating, very, very cool. It's an advanced protective mesh that weaves into the user's flesh, provides passive protection at the cost of mild encumbrance. It can be used in conjunction with bionic martial arts. Damn, that's cool. So this bionic is installed in the following body parts: left arm, right arm, and the left hand, right hand. So it takes up a certain number of slots in those spaces. Very cool. I really like that system. Diamond corneas. So a set of diamond corneas which greatly enhance the user's vision, granting a +2 bonus to perception, which is great. Perception is going to help us when it comes to getting critical hits and everything else like that. And then finally, the repair nanobot CBM, a tiny fleet of dormant robots. While active, they will flit around the user's body, repairing damage and stopping bleeding at the cost of power. Very cool, but obviously it does cost power. And right now, we don't actually have a way to generate power. So while these are all really cool CBMs, we won't be able to get too much use out of them. Now, how long do we think we're going to be asleep for? Well, hopefully long enough that we can, or rather short enough that we will still be able to have our suit turned on. Can we install multiple at one time? I don't think so. Install a compact bionic module. Operation. Oh, wow. Okay. The failure chance jumps up by a lot. We've got enough anesthetic to be able to get this to work. But yeah, the failure chance is more than I would be willing to sacrifice. Although, if we could get some more anesthesia, we could maybe do the corneas. So let's just have a look through the rest of here. Also, it does have the extra little thing by it. So I was just wanting to try and see if there's any difference between the machines. And oh yeah, oh boy, that's even more intense. Okay, so if we are going to try and install these, we are going to want to try and be better than we are right now, because we could just get killed with a bad dice roll. We don't want that. No. I would be good with like maybe a 20% chance. I know that would be way more risky in the future, but that's in short series. We can't afford to be that risky now. So for us to get better at this, we aren't a operator, but I think the higher our intelligence is. Honestly, if we can get our computing skill up, surely that would help. Maybe devices also? Yeah, if we could get those higher, I'd be feeling good, but it is difficult to get them higher though. We don't have massive access to books currently. You know, I guess we could try and hack this down here, right? Because we're already in. All right, shuts down. Worth a shot, right? And it might have given us a little bit of extra computing skill. I believe it did. So I'm fine with us trying, seeing if we can get those to work. We are going to mark this place as explored though, because we have cracked open the vault. And now we know that, some CBMs are going to be more difficult than others for us to utilize. So we're going to pop back on down here. Could we see what that noise was earlier? Seemingly not. I think the noise here was maybe us though. So looking at this, we'll just drop our rucksack back into there for the time being. No reason for us to be holding on to it. And let's just start to move away. Safe mode is turned on, and that was the augmentation clinic. We still have one more over here before we start to head further into the town. Okay, let's just make our way down the street here. Eyes open, ready for trouble, and we find it in the form of a broken cyborg. Where are you though? We don't see you right now. Okay, you're over to the west. You are alone. Let's get ready to try and take care of you. And there is a robot that's wandering around here. I'm fine with us going in and having a fight. I am surprised that we have been using melee as much as we have, but we don't really have much of a choice when it comes to these cyborgs. Thankfully, they're going to have a really hard time hitting us, apart from as soon as I say that. Although, man, our stamina, there we go. Got you in the end, didn't we? We smashed that one. We could have tried to drag it away to try and dissect its body. We could still theoretically do that, but that's going to cost us quite a bit of time. And right now, we're losing more of that time. It's already midday at the moment. We don't want to be hanging out in the street for too long if we can avoid it. And that's the clinic that we're looking for. Let's get up towards it. Okay. Ooh, boy. Northwest. And pretty close. Self-preservation protocols activated. Mechanical whirring. And okay. Alright, let's just stop for a second here. Okay, we're not actually seeing anything around that corner. Okay, we are safe to continue. So let's do so. Alright, we are going to pop on our pack and we are going to immediately run into a prototype cyborg that I probably should have noticed was there. So let's run back down and we'll see if we can drop this off in time. Here it is, prototype cyborg, and we are already a little out of breath. But thankfully, I think they're a little easier for us to hit. And we've got our piercing skill up to 3, both theoretical and not. And that is a body that we can drag up. So I think we're going to do that. Let's move on to your square. We'll stop running. Let's drag you up the stairs, and we're going to drag you on over towards the clinic, which is actually on this side, I think. Yeah, over that way. Okay. So in we go. Let's close the door for now. And do we want to sacrifice another 52 minutes? Not yet. I think we want to try and see what else is here before we try and sacrifice more of our battery power. Yeah, we don't know how much we've got going right now. Hello, friendly robots. They're moving around at the moment down here in these ruins, and we have ourselves a generator. Not just a regenerator, but also a recharging station. We can theoretically hook that recharging station up to here, up to this Sterling radioisotope generator, which is something that is constantly, doing stuff. Sorry, that noise. A weird noise at that. There's a medium disposable battery there. Cool. There is a Zedra memory card too. Okay. We're definitely going to be going over there, but before we do anything else, let's check out this place here. We got ourselves a frozen creaming soda that we're going to go and pick up. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Let's just check out these magazines here. Also, what was that SW? Oh, to the southwest. I thought there was something called SW. Don't mind me, I'm fine. Totally fine. Is that medical tape there? Indeed it is. We're going to take some of that because it is pretty useful stuff. Arm splints. Okay. We didn't just close the door. Someone else just opened a door somewhere. Okay, that's concerning. At least I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, that was the sound of a door opening. Or maybe it was just us. It could have been a delayed effect. I'm going to run with that. Okay, acetylene torch. Let's get in here. Damn it. Ran out of charges. Okay, so we still had another one back downstairs, right? I think so. I hope so. Yeah, we are going to need more of that. So the distribution centers, that's going to be the place to go for those then, it seems. So let's reload that. Okay, excellent. And I suppose we could try and hack the safes in here, but safes just take a very long time to open. All right, in we go. Let's see, first of all, what we get for free. Some more drugs. And some more power storage CBMs. We've got a bandage here though, that's good. I feel like we've got enough morphine for now. Okay, popping over here. Let's go. Torch, crack it open, and we've got infrared vision. I would love that. Although warm-blooded creatures that we can see in the dark, so we might not be able to see the, cyborgs and also the scavengers. So it might be completely useless on this planet. At least for the most part. We do have something in there though. Wired reflexes. +2 bonus to dexterity, a set of bionic nerve stimulators that greatly enhance reaction times. That sounds good. I would love to have, either of those. So let's see what our chances are. Also, I wouldn't mind grabbing one of the power storage CBMs just to see if we're still looking at the same amount or the same chance as we had before to install. Okay, so choose bionic to install. Yeah, so the power storage CBM, 8% chance of failure, super easy, not a problem. All the others, yeah. Also, only 20 minutes to install as opposed to 2 hours or 3 hours and 40 minutes. I feel like we'd want to try and make this a warm space before trying to do anything like that, or find some cream that we'd be able to use. All of those good options. And hey, looking over towards the northwest, we do actually have a dispatch center out there. We are going to mark this place as explored because, well, we have done it, and I think we're probably going to be leaving behind the power storage CBM, just the basic one. Although more power storage is great, we know that we're going to be able to find them pretty easily in these spaces, should we want them going forwards. And I think we're still going to butcher this one. There aren't that many enemies, so understanding how our enemies work, the ones that are going to be coming for us, I think that is an invaluable thing. And also, hey, got a better chance to succeed, or rather it's not going to take as long this time. So maybe we're slowly getting better at this. We got a power storage CBM out of it, and we also learned some more. Another percentage in cyborg anatomy, and a little bit more in principles of biology. May, slowly but surely, you are starting to understand this world. And with those brochures, we know a little bit more about what is out there. That strange cross of roads up towards the northwest is definitely catching my attention. But right across the road, that Sterling generator and those Zedra cards, I am very much interested in those. Who knows what we'll find on them. May, as ever, has a lot of work to get done, but she's more than just human now. I mean, it's just a power storage, but she's taking steps towards ensuring her survival here. For now, she's keeping the cold at bay, but that'll only work for so long. Perhaps the sewer in the center of town here could serve as a good place to rest, recover, and to call home, even if it is just temporarily. We'll see. Hey, and so, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.